We're getting set for a blast-off in the Privateers Cup from Symmons Plains Raceway. Let's check how they line up. Peter Dillman and Steve Reid, it is off the front row. Ray Hislop, the local, and Greg Crick, 2 Tasmanians off the second row.
Keep in mind they draw for these positions. Karen Brewer and Ryan McLeod. Back in 7 and 8, it's Darcy Russell and the youngster, Paul Wheel.
And Mal Rose, after a few problems in qualifying, he starts off the back of the grid.
This one should be a ripper. It's fantastic to see so many privateers here. We didn't have a Privateers Cup here last year, so that shows you how many more cars we have at this round here at Symmons Plains. It's surely only seconds away. There's a good low shot. Reid starting to creep forward, and away we go. He's got a blaster. He's got a blinder of a start, has Steve Reid. Dillman blew it, but it's a Lansvale car will bring them into the first turn.
Yeah, plenty of smoke there. They're trying to get the power down, coming off that very short start straight as they shuffle into turn 1, thundering under our camera. Down the back straight they go for the first time. Big pack of privateer cars with Steve Reid in command.
Trevor Ashby, his business partner and old friend, he took the first round at Sandown. Here comes the local star Greg Crick around the outside of Peter Dillman. Didn't quite work that time round. Steve Reid taking over the wheel for this round, and he leads them down the back straight for the first time.
So Dillman it is, coming under attack from Greg Crick, the local, as they head up through the sweeper. Brake hard for Patsy Corner. Very demanding part of the racetrack there. Very hard on brakes. Look at them all file in down toward that corner. Standing the cars right on their noses. The big challenge around the outside by Crick. They'll go side by side, Dillman and Crick. Bit of a lock break from Hislop there as he tries to get on the action, and Crick's got him.
This is a big moment for the local driver. In fact, there's 2 local drivers in this race. Ray Hislop is there. He is there, the ex-Glen Seton Falcon. But Greg Crick, a big weekend for him. He was just awarded in Melbourne Holden Dealer of the Year. And so it's been a fantastic weekend for him if he can continue on. Rather Honda Dealer of the Year, I apologise, I'm getting carried away with the Holdens here.
Big attack from Hislop on the outside. He's going to round up Dillman too. Goes very, very deep under brakes into the hairpin turn. Dillman will now come back on the attack on the inside. They'll go side by side. Up the back straight once again. Oh, you can see, yeah, the Castrol Cougars Commodore getting right out of shape. But Hislop now, who's got a bit of a lead on Dillman as they come through the sweep up 240 kilometres an hour as they brake hard down to about 90k with this very demanding Pepsi turn.
Well, isn't it nice to see the 2 Tasmanian drivers up there in the top 3? Greg Crick chasing hard after our race leader Steve Reid. There's the second of the Tasmanian drivers, Ray Hislop. Ray's been working very hard over the last 12 months to do as many the Shell Australian Touring Car rounds that he has, and it's great to see him doing well here on his home track. We've got 2 laps left to run.
So the order now, Reid, Crick, Hislop, Dillman, McLeod in the OAM's Falcon. That's a great rebuild after the Sandown disaster. Paul Wheel, Karen Brewer, Mal Rose and Darcy Russell.
Here comes Greg Crick in the Trust Bank Ericsson Commodore, really hassling Steve Reid. It's going to be an interesting next lap and a half. My money's on Crick. No disrespect to Steve, but Crick is just going really hard. He was the quickest on the track last lap around by over a second. Here he comes now, the Tasmanian. Oh, there's contact there on the back straight through the sweeper. These guys are hard at it.
Getting pretty fair dinkum there. Greg Crick, a very aggressive driver. I think he's one of the most underrated drivers in the country. And he's really having a go at the back of the Lansvale Comet here. Steve Reid doing a great job holding him out, but he's got one more lap to do it. He's going to be under real pressure. Look at this, a big attack. And the Ericsson Commodore, he's trying every move he can. Left, right, filling up the mirrors of the Lansvale car.
Keep your eyes on second and third because that gap is closing as well. Ray Hislop in the Falcon is coming up on his Tasmanian friend in Greg Crick. He pulls out of the slipstream. Here we go. It's going to be a braking duel up into the hairpin. Reid's got the more preferred line here. Let's see what Cricky's got.
Steve Reid's got a good line into the hairpin. He's going to try and hold him out. Crick just had to get on the brakes. Now he comes up the inside. It's going to be a drag race. And you can see Crick, tremendous traction coming out of the hairpin, but now Reid's coming back on the attack. He tucks up behind the back of the Ericsson Commodore, and Hislop wants a slice of the action too.
Beautiful over and under move there by Greg Crick. He should be able to hang on to it here. He's got to defend that inside line. Steve Reid around the outside, hard on the brakes. He won't be able to make the move there on Greg Crick, so the local driver and Hislop. Ray Hislop's trying to get up into the action as well. They're bringing it to the checkered flag, and what a drive for the local lad. Greg Crick, well done in the Trust Bank Ericsson Commodore. A fantastic effort coming from back in 4th off the line. What a race.
And didn't the locals love that? They're giving a big round of applause, and so they should. Tasmanians in the first 3 positions. 1st and 3rd with Steve Reid from Sydney filling out 2nd place. What a great drive.
Steve Reid just pulling up alongside Greg. I guess he'd be giving him the thumbs up. Good race, mate. Although they did make a bit of contact down through the sweeper, so...
Do you reckon that was the thumb?
Maybe. Let's check the final placings of that fantastic Privateers Cup race on your Shell Helix race score. Of course, Greg Crick in for the win from Steve Reed. Ray Hislop with probably the best drive I've seen him put in, ahead of Peter Dorman and Ryan McLeod. Back in 6th position was the youngster, the 18-year-old Paul Wheel, ahead of Mel Rose, Kieran Brewer and Darcy Russell in 9th.
Well, the increase in cars in the Privateers Cup this year has been matched by the increase in action. Greg Crick, that was a fantastic drive. You had a real carve up with Steve there. Terrific stuff.
That was a great race, and that's what you always look forward to, having a race like that where it provides the spectators with plenty of action and gives the drivers some excitement as well.
And you really got in a carve up there. I think you actually made contact through the sweeper there at 240k. That must have taken your breath away.
Well, I was on the outside and Steve was drifting out, but, you know, I was ready to pull out of it because if I'd have bumped him hard there, it would have turned him straight left off the track. It's the fastest corner in Australia, so I wouldn't want to do that there.
And it must be a great feeling doing this in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, it's good. I haven't had much luck here, so I'm hoping the day continues.
Fantastic, Greg Crick. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.